However, the foundation of the Philippine Army can be traced back to 1892 when Andres Bonifacio founded the Katipunan organization, which aimed to prepare his band of Filipino patriots for armed revolt against Spanish colonial rule.
Each and every one of us has different religion and denomination. But no matter what denomination we belong, we all believe in one supreme creator. The cross symbolizes the presence of the Almighty God and how great His part in our day-to-day concern. Their faith to our God is the tie that binds them to one another. Again, to express their cohesiveness and bonding, the drillers execute the twisting of rifle, which represents the infantry. It is the largest and oldest occupational specialty in the Army. An exchange of rifle, putting one's faith in the hands of their comrades in arms.
Military life is not very easy task, for it requires steadfast commitment and must be undertaken by every soldier. A soldier must be able to maintain his integrity and self-worth. The concentric circles, as portrayed by the silent drillers, represents the opposing forces as the soldiers readily faces each day with their heads up high. The rifle of each soldier is his responsibility. They need to learn its weaknesses, its strength, its parts, its size, and its barrel. They must guard it against the ravages of weather or any force. The first execution is the planting of rifles. This act symbolizes complete trust and total confidence to fellow soldiers as they support each other in any hardship. The drillers ensures that each rifle, as a modern-day weapon of the soldier, should always be held with the right intention. It should be planted in the hearts and minds of the soldier. Watch the drillers as they pass their rifles, symbolizing collective effort in every endeavor they undertake. Everything in life is just passing, and every challenge worthwhile the development of attitude. This positive attitude is passed on by the seniors to juniors as the new faithful and courageous soldiers exercises the rite of passage. They keep in heart the good values that they pass on to the next generation. The throwing of rifles symbolizes personal courage. They overcome their fears while performing their duty. It also symbolizes selfless service, placing their duty before their personal desires.
The light is the symbol of eternal goodness and mercy of God unto humanity. The sun is the ultimate source of life. Soldiers are not only trained to become efficient warriors, but also to become responsible citizens of our nation, placing great faith and respect to an all-powerful God in times of peace and war. Now, observe closely as they form the sun, which represents the gigantic strides that had been made by the sons of this land. The sun is an emblem of glory and brilliance. It is also a symbol of authority. It represents happiness, hope, life, and spirituality, as God's love for humanity is proclaimed in every sunrise. These rays of the sun represents the first 8 united provinces that revolted for our independence. We have the province of Laguna, Pampanga, Cavite, Bulacan, Nueva Ecija, Batangas, Tarlac, and Manila. All of these provinces still exist today except Manila. It exists as an independent city, the capital of the Philippines.
Life of a soldier is very challenging. Time is always valued and 24 hours is quick, regardless of rank, in war or in time of peace. As the hand of the clock spins, a lot of things change. Situation changes from time to time, but not the soldier's dedication and commitment. Please check your time. It's exactly 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's get ready as we're about to hear the powerful sound of the magnificent Army clock. The clock colors our world in the service. It is the background beat of which everything moves. The clock is intrinsic to our world of command. The way we behave, walk with pride, and move with snap in every single day. The silent drillers are now forming the musical note. The Philippine Army is not just known for the strict military discipline, but also in the midst of difficulties and challenges. The musical note signifies the Philippine Army is also good in the field of music, as they execute the dazzle. The silent drillers are now forming the initials R, O, T, and C, which is stand for Reserve Officer Training Course. In 1936, the University of Santo Tomas ROTC unit was organized, making it one of the first institutions to implement the National Defense Act of the Commonwealth Government, with 700 enthusiastic male students made up the first batch of Reserve Officer Training Cadets. On March 1939, the first batch of advanced ROTC cadets graduated in President-setting ceremony. Tomasian blood and sweat flooded the battlefields of war in World War II. 2,000 cadets volunteered for the defense of the country. After the war on September 13, 1946, the ROTC program was reactivated. And now the silent drillers form the initials U, S, and T, which stands for the University of Santo Tomas, the oldest university in the country. The University of Santo Tomas was founded by Monsignor Miguel de Benavides on April 28, 1611. It was first called Colegio de Nuestra Señora del Santísimo Rosario and later renamed Colegio de Santo Tomas in memory of the foremost Dominican theologian Saint Thomas Aquinas. The college was elevated to the rank of university on November 20, 1645, and